Let go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
What are you wearing?
A Canadian tuxedo. And I'm a hockey player. Let's go Blues.
Hawaii Blues fan, we're bleeding blue with you. Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
So excited I forgot the mic. What a game! And Scandella screws me. I called 5-2 and Scandella throws the puck 200 feet into the net. The Blues just did not want to score that empty net goal. I mean, nobody wanted it. Both Tarasenko, Barbashev, and Bushnevich all failed on that. They were not going to take that shot. Oh, my goodness, it could have cost them, but not.
The game's second star, stopping 29 of 31 Detroit shots. Playing in goal for the Blues, number 39, Charlie Lindgren. And tonight's first star, recording the 3-goal hat trick. Playing in a forward for the Blues, number 26, Nathan Walker.
Well, what an evening here at Enterprise Center. Great energy. Old rival, the Detroit Red Wings. And in a moment in which they need some energy, they got it from this guy over here on the bench, Nathan Walker. Congratulations, Nathan. Nathan, what a fantastic feeling for you.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, getting to play back in front of these fans has been incredible, and the guys in the room done a great job letting me in. So it's it's great to get the 2 points tonight.
You know, does it help coming into this environment knowing you're shorthanded? You're going to play a little bit more with obviously the shorthanded forward situation.
100%. I think you want to kind of work a little harder too, just knowing that the guys need you, they need a bit of rest. So it's it's nice to get that extra ice time for sure.
Nathan, I know these fans understand it. They threw the hats on the ice rather quickly. Your first National Hockey League hat trick.
Yeah, it's it's pretty special. All you want to do is play the NHL, and to be able to do that's pretty nice. But to do it with this group here and these fans here has been great.
Well, Nathan, you become only the second player in franchise history to score a hat trick in the season debut. Could you tell us what it was like when that third one went in on the redirection?
I just tried to get a stick on it. Obviously didn't know if it was going in or not. I had my back to the net, but once I saw it in the net, then it was pretty clear that it was mine. So it it sunk in then.
Nathan, I love watching you play. I love it. You got such spirit, little guy with a big heart. Keep up the great work. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, will do. Cheers, Banger. Thank you.
Aussie! Oit! 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 Aussie! Oit! 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 Oh, my goodness. What? I had to play that. Oh, my goodness. Absolutely, Lance. Let's throw another shrimp on the Barbie as we had an amazing game. Oh, my goodness. You know that's wrong. Lance, I sent you a link. Get your butt on the show. Props to Walker, and the rest of the boys. What a win. You know what? That's 2 games in a row. They've been shorthanded. And the coaching staff just showed me that they learned from the last game. Absolutely they did. I am so impressed and so excited about what we saw tonight, right? The next game we got coming up, against Montreal. This is what makes hockey important and fun, is that these guys can get out there and make it simple, keep it simple, play Blues hockey, right? The cycle tonight was absolutely amazing tonight. If you want to know how the Blues win games, it's right there. It's the cycle. I've been talking about it. And maybe you guys didn't believe me. Maybe you guys, I don't know, but it got shown tonight. It got shown tonight what the cycle does. I'm curious how much ice time our fourth liners got both tonight and last game. Well, last game they were in the 8-minute range, 9-minute range. I'm not sure tonight. Let me take a look if I can pull it up here real quick. Brown had 14 minutes. Joshua had 9.5 minutes. 9:22. Walker had 12:56. 3 goals in 12:56. Shen 20. 20:44. Saad 17:20. Tereshchenko 20:44. Buchnevich 19:12. Barbashev 17:32. There you go. Right there. That shows you, right? Tereshchenko had 4.5 minutes of power play time. Shen had 4 minutes of power play time. Right there, that shows you how well that line worked together. Tereshchenko a -1. He had 2 penalty minutes, but that was a good penalty. A shot on goal, 1 shot on goal, three hits, 1 block, and 1 takeaway. Really good, important takeaway. Buchnevich had an assist. +1, 3 shots on goal, a giveaway and a takeaway. Barbashev, 1 goal, 1 assist, or 1 goal, +1, 2 shots on goal, 2 hits, 1 block, and he was 22% on the faceoff. So he's got to work on his faceoff. But right there, that just goes to show you what these teams are and what they can do. When you play defensively and score, when you're given opportunities, your goalie can play with a ton of confidence, even if he's a 4th-string goalie, or 5th-string goalie in this case. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he's like a 5th-string goalie. But you know what? He got out there and did his job. He did his job, and that's what's important. They beat us by 2 in Detroit. We beat them by 4 at home. Where's Slapshot? I don't know where Slapshot is. Usually she pops right on. She might have something going on. This was what Lance said about the goal. Got to give Chief some love too. I am giving Chief love. They went. I told you guys all after the last game that second period, that's what they need to watch, because that was the hockey that they need to play, and that's the hockey they played the majority of this game, right? We saw that Spetsnas Line. Actually, I Spetsna the way I heard it, but Spetsna, whatever. That line showed us how good they can be in the last game, and they were outstanding tonight. They only got 2 points. I thought they'd get 3, but I'll take the 2 points because they were absolutely amazing tonight. You know, in the almost 20 minutes they all played, they were amazing. Here, Slapshot, they were missing you.
I'm sorry, guys. My kids waited till the last minute to ask me for help on homework.
Figured. Everyone get behind Lindgren. He did great defensive support. Yeah. He got the support. The 2 goals he got from Fabs, they were good goals.
They were.
You know, that was for Fabs. He didn't want, I'm happy for him. Didn't want to get rid of him, but and I get it. Okay. And the thing is, with Fabry injuries, he wasn't going to get playing time.
No.
He asked for the trade, right?
Detroit was the best thing for him.
Say again?
Going to Detroit was the best thing for him.
Yeah, it was. It really was. He got playing time there. He did really good tonight. I'm okay with that. Ashley is serving a game misconduct. How is BF doing? Is he okay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he went to bed pouting a little bit, Chris.
Oh, okay. That's right. Your boyfriend's a Detroit fan.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw it. I came in, Ozzy, Ozzy, Ozzy. I played the Nathan Walker interview. It was well done.
Aw.
It was. I mean, Walker, just his accent and everything. He talked about the fans and playing here, and you just want to play in the NHL. That's all he wants to do. And the guys persevered. This was. I mean, at the beginning, at the pregame, I talked about how excited I was because I thought even playing a man short, this team was going to learn something.
Yeah.
And they did. Now, you look at, a lot of people might look at Detroit and go, well, Detroit's not that great of a team.
They're
This
not
won
that
5
bad of
in
a
row.
team.
They're not a bad team, right? They're not a bad team. They are progressing the way they need to progress. Stevie Y, the thorn in our ass, has really got this team moving to
Nice
oh,
one,
that's
Shockley.
good.
Nice one.
That's good. He came from a land down under and gave the fans a lot of thunder. I'll get with you if I was ready to be upset right now. We put a show tonight. Tonight has got me hyped. Chris, yeah, I saw a team get out there and do what the team needed to do. And they played the hockey they needed to play when they needed to play it. When it became 2-1, there's a point or 2 points behind the Blues. They were a point behind the Blues, but they had played more games than the Blues. So I don't look at point. And Lance, I know you're a points guy. I'm not. I look at points percentage, and they weren't there. And Lance, I sent you the link. If you want to come on, bud, you're more than welcome, bud. I sent Richard a link, but I don't think Richard's coming.
Oh, no.
Detroit isn't a bad team. I said that. Was Walker the prospect we got in the Sanford Shattenkirk trade? No. We actually signed him as a free agent. After they won the cup, he was left unprotected. And then he was left unprotected and signed a free agent contract with St. Louis. So, and then after his contract was up, he signed another one. So we've gotten him, and this don't post that. That's a junk thing. When you see like that, that's
You see, half the time I don't even see that. I just see a new comment and I click on it.
Yeah, be careful because that's if you click on it, it's a porn site.
Oh.
Yeah, it's on YouTube or YouTube. There's nothing I can do it. I like him, but he will never have another hat trick. He probably won't, and that's fine. But you know what? Came in tonight when they needed him, and he played the way they needed him to play. He doubled his goals. He doubled his goals. Guy, I messaged you, and the one thing you were correct about dating back 3 years is Nathan Watt never got the look he deserved. You know, okay, you know, that's what I guess I know my hockey. What can I say? And I appreciate that. Lance, stop being so negative, but I love you. No, I get this. Look, Lindgren, he was hot as next tonight. That's a good one. I like that. No, guys, what we saw tonight was, and you know what? Let's say we don't make the playoffs. I'll still be happy. I mean, I'll be sad, but I'll come back and I'll look at this and go, this is what this team could be. Right? This is what this team could be. He was tight, nothing left in front of the goal for sloppy seconds. Yeah, for the most part, I seen that. Lindgren, I don't say he was awesome. He was good. I won't say awesome. To me, awesome is a real solid 30-shot shutout. That's awesome. Or you make, you make highlight reel save after highlight reel save after highlight reel save. That's awesome. I'll get that. The little engine that can, and you know what? He was on the body tonight too. So don't sit there and just look at his offensive powers. He was on the body.
Yeah, and he was strong with the puck, not just scoring. He was able to move it. He was able to pass. He was really, really all around good tonight.
He played good with Joshua.
Yeah.
Right.
But then again, they have time together at the Thunderbirds. So.
At Springville, yeah, but then so does Brown. So those guys started to play together. You bring back. He could have had 5. Yeah, he probably could have. He got in dirty areas and chased pucks well. I agree with that. Right? The team tonight, the only thing they did tonight that I would not be 100% happy with is they played along the boards. Right? And I think he will get better. He was a little nervous, and he might. I know she's talking about
Lindgren,
but you know what? We got 3 tough games coming up. I mean, we've got Montreal on Saturday, Dallas on Sunday, and then Dallas again on Tuesday, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, you know, that's some stuff that you got to look at. The Dallas games are really important now. Those 2 Dallas games, that's 8 points right there. And in points percentage, it's huge. Huge in points percentage, right? That is really important. Lindgren, you know, played good tonight. He got a win. He earned himself his second win, back-to-back wins. I'm okay with that. Mm-hmm. I'm okay with. Do we start him again, or do we put in the other goal? No, we start him again. Start him against Montreal.
Actually, no, we probably don't because it's back-to-back. So unless they're going to play Lindgren, you know, in the back-to-back this weekend, they're probably going to choose to put Gillies in against Montreal and Lindgren, who's stronger on Sunday versus Dallas.
Okay. That's a possibility. I could see that. But we could have Bennington back on Saturday, couldn't we?
No, the soonest he can skate is Sunday, but they're probably not going to put him in a game on his first day of skating after COVID.
Okay. So, no, we don't get Falk back on Saturday either because Falk went down after.
They went down the same day, so we'll probably get both of them on the ice on Sunday, but we probably won't see them until later in the week.
The Dallas game. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had heard that from. I had heard that yesterday from Army. He had said, you know, he said he was looking at, you know, the Tuesday game or next Saturday for that. So
anywhere in that
we'll
window.
Just go what we think. I think we should start the Scott and goal for the Montreal game with the back-to-back. Oh, I'm with you. He made everyone look short leaving the ice. No, he is tall. He's 6'6", but you know, there's one thing with the 6'6" guys that concerns me is their movement.
Yeah, they don't get down very fast.
They're usually down very fast. They and I know they actually leave. And I don't remember when I talked to Panger last year. Mm-hmm. The one thing he said, them big guys, they leave holes.
Yeah.
Right. They leave a lot more holes.
They overestimate what they're covering.
Yeah. Right, and that's something to be surprised. I wouldn't be too surprised if he plays back-to-back, not going to be getting too much NHL playing this season. I mean, that's possible, too. Here's Lindgren.
I mean, the fans were electric tonight, so it's, you know, it was an amazing night.
All right, take me through the day, the routine, just getting ready to play. A little more nervous than normal? Like, what was it like for you?
Of course. I mean, I think it's normal to have some nerves. You know, a lot of people obviously texting me and just wishing me good luck. And you know, first off, I got such a great support system and people that have, you know, kept, you know, motivating me and inspiring me to keep on going. And you know, there's no quitting me. And today just a normal game.
Sorry about that.
I had my chicken pasta, broccoli, laid down for a little bit, and you know, I really just try to treat it like any other game.
What's it like being in the American League, not knowing when this chance will come again, and then it finally gets here? I mean, just take advantage of the moment, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is what you always hope for. I think you know, it's you don't really want to play in the American League. That's not my goal. My goal is to play in the National Hockey League, and you know, we're lucky. You know, we're having a great start down there. It's a great group of guys, and you know, once I got that call to come up here, I was obviously ecstatic.
Where does the confidence come from? How do you maintain that belief in yourself?
It's just the inner drive. I mean, it's really never been easy for me my whole career. You know, I've had a lot of doubters, and you know, it really lights the fire in me. So, and again, I want to credit my support system too, my family and friends. You know, they keep me going too. So it's, you know, it's been a heck of a ride.
Get the early lead. What that mean to you?
It's awesome as a goaltender. I mean, that's that's what you want. You want a nice little cushion. It helps me settle in, and again, I want to give a lot of credit to the guys too. I thought they did a heck of a job tonight, and putting 6 in the net, that's you got to win.
You've been playing with Nathan Walker down in Springfield in the American League.
Yeah.
What do you know about him? Are you surprised to see him go out and do what he did tonight?
I'm not surprised. I mean, he's a great dude. Great leader. He's, definitely one of the leaders in the room down in Springfield. And honestly, to see him come up here and do what he does and score 3 tonight, honestly, I couldn't be happier for him. He's a freaking unbelievable guy.
You broke in with Montreal. You know who the opponent is on Saturday, right?
Yeah, you don't got to tell me. Yeah, you don't got to tell me.
How excited are you for that opportunity?
I'm definitely excited.
We're excited to see you play as well.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the win.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
12th career victory.
He's playing Saturday.
Yeah, he's playing
Saturday. There's no doubt in my mind. He is going to, if they tell him he's not playing, he's going to go in that office and he's going to say no. No.
I like his energy. Like, I like his energy. I think that they'll probably have him just play them all.
Right? 51 attempts from them, 31 shots, 26 for us, chances 20 to 14, 0 for 3, 0 for 1 for them, 16 hits for them, 11 for us, 27 to 16 on the faceoff. So that's where Thomas is missing. Yeah. Right? That's absolutely where Thomas is missing. I am more than happy with, it's not the win as much as you would think it is. It's the style of play, right? We could have lost tonight, and I would have been happy with this win, with that loss, with this style of play, right? However, with this style of play, it's very hard to lose, and that's what's important. You have to. The only way you're going to lose in this style of play is with a very good, very fast, very energetic team that's like that for 60 minutes. Yeah. Right? Because if you play this style, you wear them down. Marianne, absolutely.
Well, I'm just happy to see that swagger whenever we're down so many players and, they're playing shorthanded, they have to work harder, and they still have this drive. That's what I'm impressed with.
Aaron Coulter, Ryan Green, Marianne Holmes, John Hefner, Jose Figueres, Brandon White, Nath Vapon, Aussie, Brad Pond, Golf King, and Kevin T, and E. Guido, and everybody else. Thank you so much for the love and the support. We appreciate it. Sorry I made that mistake, Golf King. You're right. It's the Ducks on Sunday, and the Ducks are a good team. They are a good team. Now, there is one thing today. They were talking about the Ducks on NHL Network, and they were kind of thinking that the Ducks may have a drop-off coming up. Possible. And someone explained why Detroit pulled their goaltender. Confidence, right? When they're scoring at will and they're scoring basically from every. Oh, I'm thinking she's talking about. Well, because Marianne, there's something that's happening in the NHL that's very new, is this feeling that the long. If you're down by 2 goals or 3 goals or whatever it is, another goal doesn't hurt you. Doesn't hurt your goalie. It doesn't. But if you score a goal, it helps you. There's a bigger upside to pulling the goalie with that time than there is not pulling it. Okay.
I think she was referring to why they switched goalies at the start of the third.
I don't think they switched them at the start of the third.
Yes, they did.
Oh, they did? Okay. That might have just been something they saw, when it was 4-1 and you're just that thing. I'm not sure completely what she was talking about. Let's see here. I want to get the Blues will beat Dallas if they do what they did then. The Blues will beat most teams if they do what they did tonight. They beat Florida doing what they did tonight. They will beat Tampa doing what they did tonight. They will beat Edmonton doing what they did tonight. They will beat Toronto doing what they did tonight. They'll be tight games, but they'll beat them. This is winning hockey. This is how you win hockey games. And everybody who's been on Tarasenko, if you didn't think Tarasenko had an amazing game tonight, you're an absolute freaking idiot. Tarasenko, numbers don't matter. He had a great takeaway. He was passing the puck. He was moving the puck. And that line right there, the third line, created every single goal. Now, I just seen your look on your face. This is why I say that. That cycle that they created, more down Detroit, kept them moving. Every time somebody else had it, they were moving. They were setting up for a cycle. It left openings, right? It allowed puck movement through the neutral zone. That line created so much havoc that it carried over to the other lines. That's why I think that line created all those goals. Now, they only got 2 points on it, but they had a lot to do with the goals being scored.
I'm going to have to disagree with that. I mean, they did, add the pep, but it was a whole team effort. It wasn't just one line cycling the puck. It was all of them.
I'm not saying it wasn't a whole team effort. I'm saying that the effect of that line helped create the other opportunities.
Again, going to have to disagree because when they're not on the ice, the other lines are playing well also.
Okay, fair enough, but I'll go with my way. I ain't gonna argue.
And I mean, you gotta give it to Walker. He had some hunger. Like, I don't think Tarasenko had anything to do with the hunger that Walker had to prove himself tonight.
Yeah, and you think this would drag us towards the undertow and think us, but it's actually been bringing out the best, and we're performing. Oh, here's Nathan again.
That it was your goal and a hat trick?
I knew I tipped it, and I saw it in the back of the net. I didn't know whether it might have hit Sonny on the way in or Schenner. I wasn't sure about that, but I knew that I tipped it, and I saw it in the back of the net, so I just figured I'd sally.
Nathan, Craig Berube said today that, you're a 200-foot player and you provide emotion and energy. I mean, could you have asked for anything more here today? And do you feel like you provided that for your teammates tonight?
Yeah, I mean, that's, I like to think that's the way I play. And I think the goals kind of come with that. But, I mean, to get 3, I think is pretty special. But I'm just, like I said before, I'm just glad we could get the win and, on to the next from here.
Is there an Australian term for hat tricks?
I'm not sure. I'm sure if you ask some people back home, they could probably make something up. But we, as far as I know, I'm not quite sure if there's a term for it. I think it's just hattie or hat trick.
Nathan, you went through a lot last year to kind of be locked up with the team and be away from your family. I know there's nothing that really makes it worth it, but did seeing those hats come down on the ice make it all feel worthwhile a little bit?
Yeah, no, definitely for sure. I think every NHL game you can get in, and I think makes it worth it. I think over the course of my career, my life with hockey, my family and I and my wife and my kid, we've made a lot of sacrifices, and it's kind of nice when stuff like this kind of happens.
How
You got
tough
your
was
own
last?
business, but
How tough was last year for you? You didn't get in a whole lot of games with everything going on.
Yeah, I mean, as tough as it was fun. The guys here are great. They make you feel a part of everything, and whether I was in the lineup or on the taxi squad, they were the same. And that goes for everyone in the room. They're a great bunch of guys, and that's that goes for the staff too. And they definitely make you feel welcome. Kind of wherever you fit in.
Nathan, you've got your own business. Do those hats stay in your collection?
Well, I actually checked my phone. I had a few orders after, so it was kind of nice. Maybe if I get a few more goals, I get some more orders, but it was good.
Hey, Nathan, is your wife with you in the States, or is she still in Australia?
She is in the States. Yeah, my wife and daughter are in the States. They're back in Springfield right now. I'm not sure if she would have stayed up and watched the whole game. I know my daughter's, keeps her on her toes all day, so she might have gone to bed a little early, but I'll check in with her and see if she saw it.
And is it possible to get Blues hockey in Australia? And what time is it there, do you think?
I'm not sure. I would imagine it's in the afternoon.
They get Blues hockey in Australia.
I think a lot of people might have been tuned in. But yeah, no, I'm sure some people got a hold of it.
going through the game, I mean, with the hat trick, with that first goal, actually the first two probably, just talk about them and what they meant to you and what they meant to the team.
I think it meant a lot, just to get us on the board early. Especially with playing shorthanded like that, it's
I have a couple of fans
if you can get a bit of a cushion, it's kind of nice for the guys.
What they think.
But yeah, no, I'm not taking all the credit on both goals, all three goals. Everyone on the ice did a lot of hard work to set those up. So I'm not taking the credit for that, but getting to play with those guys and the way that they play definitely helps you out a bit.
Do two more guys.
Nathan, you got the 3 goals. Joshua got 2 assists. Lindgren comes in tonight and gets the win and goal. I mean, does this just speak volumes for what you guys have done in Springfield, and you've brought it up here to the big club?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, like I touched on before, Chuck's work ethic is huge, and Dak's a big body. He gets to those dirty areas, and he makes really good plays. And like I said before, it all stems from the guys in the room and the way they play and how they play when you're out there, and it definitely makes it a lot easier on yourself to play the Blues hockey.
Nathan, what was the dressing room like? What kind of scene was it in there after the game?
Yeah, it was good. Obviously everyone was happy we got a big win, so hope we can just move on to the next one and keep going from here.
All right, thanks, guys. As I sent Jim Thomas a text and told him that they have Blues hockey in Australia and they're paying attention. Right, I'll let them know they're happy. Nath was on here earlier, John. Nath was on here earlier. What a great game. What a good story tonight was.
Yes.
Right. Aussie, and that's all I got to say, because that's what he did. One Aussie for a goal, and he played hard. He played smart, and he was there. The third goal. That's what we need. That guy in front of the net that gets a stick in the way, that deflects it and goes in. Well, Chris, that's not a bad point either, because they were able to keep most of the shots outside. The 2 that do go in were snipes from the house. So, that tells you something. I will say that the Russian line, the Spetsnas Line, they did give up that second goal to Fabry, but that was kind of because the defense pinched in on that cycle.
Yeah.
And that left that open. So, but I'm okay with that. I'm a little worried about the guys that come back from COVID, and injuries will change the team's momentum negatively. Actually, I don't. I think what you're going to see is you're going to see this team get back to basics. Mm-hmm. Even with these guys coming back. I think Shen's seeing that. I think O'Reilly's seeing that. I think Tarasenko's seeing that. I see some other things that were happening, and this is really, it's not just 2 games. It's, you can go back to the game against the overtime loss against Florida.
You can go back to Tampa Bay.
Yeah, even the 2 Tampa Bay games, you could see the simplification starting to happen, right? So I'm not completely like digressing or worrying about that right now. I think that you're going to see this team. These 2 tapes are going to be played over and over again, right? These are game tapes they're going to go back to and say, this is how we need to play, right? The second period from the first game, or the game against Florida, and then basically this whole game. Those 4 periods, they're going to show that, because simplification works, right? We don't need to. Did you see the Trevor Zegras goal from the Ducks?
No, I missed it.
Oh, my goodness. You got to go search it. He takes the puck from behind the net, does a lacrosse move, picks it up.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I did see that one. And then somebody tapped it in.
Over the net, and then the guy in front of it taps it in. Amazing. Lacrosse-style alley-oop. Just amazing. Goal of the year, absolutely. Popular opinion for Blues rating performance, playing with numerous players out from injuries and COVID, would think that this dreadful situation would kick our butts, and take us under. No, Chris, we talked about it in the last couple of games. This is where good teams get better. Right? This is where good teams get better. And because good teams get better, we're seeing that. And we knew this was a good team to begin with. Here's Berube.
Guy, really good teammate. Really happy for him. Happy for Lindgren too. He played, did his job. Team played well though, which is good. I think we were pretty solid all game.
Craig, you talked about Walker today, that he works hard, plays with emotion. I mean, could you see, was that reflective in his game tonight? And he was justly rewarded?
Should have been an automatic goal.
If you watch him, he he's always moving his feet and skating and getting on top of people. And he just has intensity out there. And he has a lot of energy every shift and brings energy every shift. So it's he's every time we have him up here, he's done a good job for us.
And those first 2 goals were big goals. They got you the lead.
Yeah, it did get us the lead. They're big goals for sure.
Craig, you think getting that early lead maybe helped Lindgren settle in and into the game? And
repeat your question.
Just the fact that you guys got an early lead maybe helped Lindgren, settle into the game, get comfortable, whatnot.
Yeah, I know that helps for sure. I think getting the lead, it's going to help him and feel a little bit more confident for sure. And but he looked confident and sharp to me right from the get-go.
Somebody ask him about the Spetsnas Line.
Contributions.
They're not going to do that.
You get Walker, you get Lindgren, Joshua 2 assists. Nikola is another one of those things with the roster in flux the way it is, that help from everywhere is what you need.
Yeah, for sure. We gotta, everybody's got to chip in and help, and we're getting the help from everybody. Everybody that's in the lineup, we're shorthanded, but everybody's doing their job and contributing in some way, which is important. Our veterans are doing a good job leading the way, playing good hockey, playing solid hockey, playing the right way. I think that was the most important thing here tonight coming into the game, them leading the way.
Craig, would
lose with the victory?
Well, yeah, man. Yeah, he is bored with the questions, and they're not good questions anymore. That's got to change, I think. He didn't want to compliment a rookie. I don't think Walker's not a rookie, right? He
No,
may
not at all.
games, but he's not a rookie, so that's not there. Really, the only rookie would be Joshua. You work hard and you play hard, and you just give 110%. Absolutely, Stephen Glass. Absolutely, I'm with you there.
Guy, the only rookie is Perunovic.
Okay, yeah, Perunovic. Yep. Neither is Lindgren. Nope, Lindgren's not a rookie. Nope. Bill Belichick of hockey in interviews, yeah. You know what? The only thing that I like about Bill Belichick is, do you know why he started wearing the sweatshirts?
Why?
Because one of the guys wanted to wear for San Francisco 49ers wanted to wear a suit on the sidelines, and the NFL said no, you had to wear licensed apparel, right? Something with the logo. So he starts wearing the sweatshirt, the Patriot sweatshirt, because it's licensed apparel on the sidelines and at his interviews to say, what's better, a suit or this, and that's actually why the NFL started letting him wear the suit. The hoodie, the sweatshirt, whatever you want to call it, the cutoff with the cutoff arm. But that's the reason why. And for that's the only reason that I'm really like Bill Belichick. I don't like it for any other reason than that. You know, I hate him for all his other reasons, but that's the one that gets me for that. This is a game that I will take. You know, if we're in the playoffs, this is a game that I'll look back and say this is one of the reasons why. Right?
Fair enough.
Because this is a game that I think will show that we can move forward in a much better way. Right? I see this as a game that shows this team how good they can be when they play together. They play with each other and for each other. There's a difference. Today, they played with and for each other the whole way. The end there, neither Tereshchenko, Barbashev, or Buchnevich wanted an empty net goal. That says something. You know, that's a way to pad your stats. None of them would take it.
Nope.
Right? They didn't want it. And that says something to me that, you know, you're Brett Hull. Brett Hull would have destroyed Gretzky's 92 if he takes empty netters. He didn't take one empty netter in his 86 goal season. Gretzky had 11. Right? At 11, you know, you're at 95 goals, 96 goals. You're pushing 100.
Well, I don't think that, well, maybe Walker to get number 4, but I don't think any of the Blues wanted the empty net. Even Scandella's goal he was trying to clear it and it happened to go in the net.
Yeah, that's all that was. Yeah, no one wanted to score that goal. When we lose Walker, Brown, and Joshua, we're going to lose a lot of speed. That is a good point.
It is.
However, we'll be getting Thomas back. That speed and that face-off wins, which now we're not one of the better face-off teams. Thomas had turned into one of the better face-off guys, right? So I'll take that face-off with that speed. That's something I will take. You're also talking about getting Costin back. Costin gives you some. Costin has some speed.
I happen to like Brown better than I like Costin.
Yeah, I think Costin has to clear waivers, and I don't think he will. Though that might not be a bad thing. That might not be a bad thing.
Unless we wanted to make him part of the package to unload Scandella on somebody else.
Yeah, right. I mean, you have questions coming up. I always wonder why Thomas has a mouthpiece, but it's never in his mouth. He's always chewing. A lot of guys do that. I've chewed my mouthpiece when I have one in, right? You know, it's just, it's uncomfortable. So you kind of take it out and you hold it. And it also, when you chew it, it helps form it a little more comfortable.
And I think it's also a stem, like it's a sensory thing. People just do it.
Right. Bozak and Perron. Yeah. Now Bozak and Perron don't have that speed, but they have other things. Can't get off the gas pedal. Nashville Avs right behind us. Yeah. No, not just Nashville. You have the Avs, you have Nashville, and you have Dallas. Dallas is playing right now, and they are, let's see here. They're 0-0 against the Lakers right now at 3:10 in the first.
You mean the Kings?
The Kings, Lakers, yeah, Kings.
Wrong
sorry.
sport.
But no, that is, you know, that's important. You have Minnesota that's up 1-0 on San Jose, so there's points we don't get. You know, you had Colorado that, you know, is right there with us. You know, tied. Well, they were tied in points. They're ahead of us in points percentage. Dallas wins this game. They're ahead of us in points percentage.
Go Kings.
So there's a lot of stuff going on, and it's just, you got to keep playing hard. Keep playing hard. Keep playing hard. Keep playing hard. You got to win the teams in front of you. You know, you got to beat the teams in front of you. The Central right now, the difference between second and sixth is 2 points. 2 points. That's it. You know, that's the difference between a playoff spot and missing the playoffs. Let me say that again. The difference between a playoff spot and missing a playoffs is 2 points. That's it. Right? This division is tight and tough, and we talked about that before. Does that mean we can't enjoy? You know, I've talked about this before. you got to celebrate the little wins.
Yeah.
Right? You need to celebrate the little, because if you don't celebrate the little wins, you always feel like you're behind, like you're never going to get the big win.
Mm-hmm.
It's that little win you celebrate. Okay, I got this one. Oh, it's this next little win. Oh, it's this next little win. Oh, it's this next little win. They start building up to where you see. I was thinking about an article, and guys, I'm trying to write. I really am. I'm struggling, but I'm trying. I was thinking about an article about, well, right now Colorado is looking really good. It doesn't matter. I mean, they could put me in net and still win. And I can't do anything with this hand. Excuse me. About an article, and I was going to start it off. I remember when I used to sell, we sold these cards or bookmarks or things like that for a school fundraiser, and I'll never forget one of them. It was two frogs. It was a frog hopping from one lily pad to the other, and it says, "Doesn't it seem every time you think you can make ends meet, somebody moves the ends?" That's what it feels like for the Blues, right? Every time that we think that the ends are going to meet, they get moved. And the other thing is that I remember is every time you think you see the finish line, someone seems to move it. And that's what I've seen happening. I've seen these finish lines get moved on the Blues. I've seen these other teams come in there and start moving the ends. Well, that just means we've got to take these struggles for what they are. You know, you can take the Blues struggle, what the Blues are going right now, and equate it to a household. They're up against a budget. They can't spend anymore, right? If I can't use this, what else do I use in its place that costs less? Because I can't get the next one up. And this was the low end. So now what do I do? You know, this is what they've got to do. They've got to deal with the hand that they're dealt. And it's how well they play it. And that's what's going to be important. Preds and Ducks won, and the Jets are winning. So there you go. You know, our win is just keeping it. Didn't bring us any more forward. It's just keeping us there, right? Jets are up 1-0 on the Kraken, and Minnesota's up 1-0 on the Sharks. So, I mean, that just goes to show you that, you know, this division is a very, very tough division.
I mean, that's why you can't really focus on what another team is doing. You just have to go out there and play the best game you can and focus on what you're doing.
Yeah, you're right. Now, the Bruins are beating the Oilers, so that's helpful. I'm trying to see if the other game's up here. No, it's probably not. No,
not really. They're not in they're not in the Central, so.
Well, they're in the West, so that changes the. It helps change the wild card spot, right? So that's where that is. Let me see something here quick. I'm trying to see if the other game's on here. It may not be here. The Jets, Oilers, Hurricanes, Flames, Stars, Kings. Oh, it's blacked out because of where I'm at. Okay, I'm in a good mood. I think that we saw good hockey tonight. We're going to see tomorrow. We could get some good news tomorrow, right? But if we don't, when we face Montreal, I have a feeling that this team is going to say, "Look what we just did. Let's play the same way."
Yeah.
Let's not get too high. Let's not get too low. But let's just play the same way. And that's what's going to be important.
Agreed.
Right? Well, guys, we're coming up on that 50-minute mark. And I'm surprised 7 of you are still watching. I appreciate this. Right? You know, you guys have stuck with us and you're helping build this show. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. Really, I can't. So let me say a huge thank you to Stephen Glass, Jeff Horseman, Brandon White, Nate Vispon, Brad Pond, Aaron Coltier, Ryan Green, Marianne Holmes. Hey, who else I'm missing there? Jose Figueres and John Hefner. Thank you all for throwing some love our way and letting us know that you care about the show and what we do on a nightly basis. Are you ready for tomorrow?
Absolutely.
Going to be a good show. We'll have a lot to talk about. You know, we're going to find out. We'll find out how Husso is. right? We'll find out. But I'll tell you what, if Husso's good, right, I can see Gillis getting sent back down, and Hoffer getting another day off, and Lindgren playing against Montreal.
Yeah.
Right? I could really see that.
You meant Husso, though.
Husso, yeah. Did I say Hoffer?
You did say
yeah,
Hoffer.
I meant Husso. Yeah, I could see that. I think that's what I would do if Husso is good enough to play.
Yep.
Right. To where he can be the backup. That's what I do. And remember, we also get some emergency room, but it also seems like depending on, we could get Perron back. And
I think Bozak's the closest.
Bozak, well, Perron skated today, and they said he's going to skate tomorrow with the team. So I think that's going to tell us if he'll be back, right? Because I could see if I would bring Perron back, I would bring Perron and put him in a line with Joshua and Walker.
No, I wouldn't do that just because Perron just doesn't seem to do well down the line. I would play him sparingly, but still have him with O'Reilly.
No, it's possible, but I think I think that way you're kind of moving things around a little bit. So I think having him to start on that line and having him only play 10 minutes. Right?
Well, I'm agreeing with the 10 minutes, but I would still put him out there with O'Reilly and just kind of like every other shift have him and Saad switch.
I could possibly see that. I don't know. We'll have to see. Because if you're taking him off, you're still putting one of the lower guys up. You're bringing one of the lower guy, one of the fourth line guys up. And right now I don't know which fourth line guy, because I do not want to mess with that third line.
Yeah.
Right. I do not want to mess with that third line, and that third line should really be a second line.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, we've been rolling great top three lines.
Yeah.
I mean, any of them could be our top line.
Yeah. You look at them; they were all up in the 17 to 20 minute range.
Yeah.
So
our top 9 forwards really could be interchangeable on the top line.
Yeah, I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. You could easily do that. And Barbashev, man, just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, he's been phenomenal.
He's going to become a star in this league.
He absolutely
will. And I think Bushnevich is going to become a star in St. Louis, not in the league, but in St. Louis.
Oh, I agree. And I can still even see the league, maybe not right away, but because first he'll be a star in St. Louis. But
yeah, well, guys, I want to thank you so much. This is Guy the Hawaii Blues fan for Ashley Slapshot Jones telling you thank you for watching us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And you got to know that we are bleeding blue with you. That's absolutely right. You got to love those boys, and you got to love them.
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
What are you wearing?
A Canadian tuxedo. And I'm a hockey player. Let's go Blues.
Aloha, mahalo. Let's go Blues, and we'll see you tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on the Hockey Fan Report.